What's up, guys? This is Woogle with Woogle's Outdoors. I'm going to show you guys an improvised shelter today. Now, when you're in the woods, especially in the Appalachian Mountains like I am here, you can find the improvised shelters all around you. They're absolutely everywhere. And if you have to, you can bed down in laurel thickets, or like behind you here, you can find these ridge lines or these cliffs that you can find here. Go ahead and show them that if you don't care. Now, that's a natural shelter that you can use, and you don't have to have a tarp for that or anything. But if you're in a pinch and you need a good shelter quickly, or you need what's called a hot shelter in case it's really cold or something, you need to increase the temperature for where you're at to sleep better, this is a shelter I'm going to show you today with the tarp set up. Now, all you need for this is a tarp, a few stakes, which you can make those out of wood if you want to, and a ridge line, which is some paracord. So you're going to take your tarp, you're going to lay it out. I'm going to move all this stuff in a minute whenever we get it going. I'm going to take my paracord and I'm going to run it around this tree here, tie it off, and you can show them this tree, and then hand it back over this way. I'm going to run the ridge line across to this tree right here. But before I run it completely to that tree, I'm going to take this tarp that I've got behind me here, and I'm going to run it through the center loop of this thing. And I'm going to run it through the loop and back over here, and it's going to tie it up, and it's going to leave this here. And the lower it is, the better, because I can circulate heat through it better without having to worry about space being wasted. But you definitely want to make sure you have enough for your gear and you to sleep, of course. So we'll go ahead and do that, and I'll get back to you guys when I have that set up. Okay, I'll edit it up right now, whatever. Alright guys, so this is the after effects. Now, I've got tons of room on the inside of this thing where I can sleep easily with maybe even one other person and our hiking gear on top of that. So I can put my gear in there, and I've got all this room. Now, typically speaking, I would layer the inside of this with like an emergency blanket or the Reflectix pad that you'll see in all my other videos where I go camping. That's the only thing I use as a pad. This is the tout knot that I've got going on here. It's very tight, and it's run right through the center of those. The lower the opening to this, the better actually. So during the summer months, you might want to make this a little higher up so you don't burn to death. But during the winter months, as low as possible, because the lower it is, the easier it is for that heat to come in. Now, typically speaking, whenever you're inside of this shelter like I am right now, you're going to have a fire going up to the front part of this right here, and you're going to layer that with rocks or maybe even some wood behind that. And you're going to have a fire that's about as big as the opening of this. So a fire that's about this big, just right up to there. And it doesn't have to be big, because if it's big, you're going to burn to death in it. I mean, this thing just reflects so much like heat off of it. So just a very tiny fire spread out, and just have your wood laying, somewhere right here so you can feed it very easily throughout the night, not have to worry about it. Other than that, this is an excellent shelter that you can use in survival situations. And it took me maybe 5-10 minutes to put this up, and I'm not even that great at putting these up yet. So with some skills and experience, you can definitely have this up pretty quickly. But on that case, I'm going to go ahead and go to sleep and take a good nap here. Thank you guys for watching. This is Woogle with Woogle's Outdoors. Like, subscribe, and comment.